Hey guys, welcome back. The time has come. It's that time of the year. As of recording, this is the 31st of December, 2024, the last day of the entire year. And we are going to be answering the age-old question. Who is the best waifu and who is the best husbando in FGO? Now, this is a question I've asked before, and we had good results, pretty solid turnout. We're going to ask it again. We asked it again this year. Spread the word as far as I could take it. And we have less people who signed up this year, but still a good chunk of the community. It's still a pretty solid sample size for some jackass just essentially throwing it into the void and being like, hey, fill out my survey. Yeah, we're going to be going over all of that right here, right now. So, hope that you guys are all ready to hopefully see your favorites win or your favorites lose, you know, depending on the kind of person that you are. So, I've actually made some preparations for this. And I have cards that I have made to showcase the top 5 as they appear in FGO. So, we're going to be starting, as it was asked, as the questions were asked, and after we go through who the top 5 are for each class, we are just going to go and look at all the raw data. So if you only care about the raw data and none of the pomp and circumstance, skip ahead to the video to whenever is timestamped below. So, let's get into it. We're going to start with Saber's chat. So, who do you think was the number 1 Saber, female Saber, in FGO? The number 1 female waifu. Seeing Saber, Barghest, 2 good options for sure. Barghest, solid answer. Dog, yeah. I mean, Barghest is a hard one to beat. She is absolutely a force to be reckoned with. Saber is also a solid one. Medusa Saber, okay. Ibuki, yeah. Nero, yeah, there's definitely some good ones. Definitely some good options. Who won last year? Barghest. Barghest was the winner last year. But also last year, Lost Belt 6 had, like, just dropped. So, did she go down in votes because there are less, you know, it's less Lost Belt 6 on the mind? Or has she retained her place on the top? Well, let's answer that question. And to do that, I have to hide this scene because otherwise it's going to spoil literally everything. Hi, what are we doing? And our winner, our number 1 female Saber, the number 1 waifu Saber of FGO 2024 is Barghest, with 401 votes. In second place, we have Miyamoto Musashi with 221 votes. In third place, we have Mordred with 157 votes. In fourth place, we have Artoria Pendragon. I'll be caught fucking dead in the streets before I say Altria with anything outside of a passing remembrance that that's how they want me to call her. With 138 votes, and then in 5th place, Okita Soji with 107 votes. It is a Barghest sweep. Mordred doing Fortnite dances right now because she's more popular than her dear old dad. I mean, it is kind of funny that the top 2 are not a Saber face, and then the next 3 are all Saber faces. What's the lowest, least popular? We'll go into all of that stuff after this. We'll go into the nitty-gritty and look at all the raw data after we do the top 5s. So, stay tuned. Yeah, don't worry. We will look into all of your favorites, even if you're the only one who voted for them. Because there's also other questions that are not accounted for here. But yeah, Barghest, dear sweet Barghest. Shout out to all the Barghest havers out there. Keep her at level 120 or higher. A perfect creature. And I should maybe actually let you guys know what the total number of votes was. We had 1,798 responses for the census. Almost 1,800 people filled this out to vote for their favorites. It's a good number. That's a really good number of people. Almost a 200 person difference between 1 and 2. Oh yeah, you're gonna see that a lot. I'm just gonna let you right now. I'm gonna let you know right now. You're gonna see that a lot. There's usually a pretty solid gap between who's number 1. And yeah, Barghest, dear sweet Bargy. I'm really happy to see the Fumo stamp in use. I need to talk. I still need to send you a message about that. Purchase rights for this thing so I can slap it on more stuff. By the way, yeah, Luke Lex 0, and maker and artist of the Klidge Fumo approved or Klidge Fumo certified
Best dog.
For certified stamp. So I'll have them linked down below in the YouTube video. Go check out their Twitter or Blue Sky. And Nalo4, thank you for the resub for 6 months. Welcome back. Glad to have you back. What the dog doing? Winning. That is correct. All right. Best girl Bargy, undeniable for the full. She was number 1 last year. She's number 1 this year. So you know, is she gonna retain the title as time goes on? We'll just have to wait and see. All right, next up, Saber males. Number 1, Saber males. Who do you guys think it is? There are some pretty solid. There's some solid competition in there. Charlie is definitely a good guess. Good old Chuckster or Muramasa. A 2025 Barghest horror story. Barghest has a lot of horror potential in her, actually. Astolfo, Muramasa, Hajime. Ooh, Hajime's a good one. I wish it was Hajime. I love Saito so much. Kokdoria Arthur? Astolfo, Keisuke. Ooh. Alright. Some good options there. Alrighty. Well, let's not beat around the bush for too long. Our number 1. Lanling Wong, that's another good one. Our top husbando of the Saber class is, for 2024... Oops. My button didn't do the button thing. Senji Muramasa, by just 20 votes. Now, you're gonna see very, very quickly that the point difference between Barghest and Muramasa is way more.
Fuck no.
Absolutely tasteless. Fuck no. Thaber got a solid 100+ votes. Thaber was killing it.
How did this break beat Chuck?
I'm gonna keep it real with you. Look. I just present the information. My own personal opinions don't go into this. Right? If it was for my money, between him and Charlemagne, I'd have put Charlemagne. However, Muramasa has the Fate Stay Night clout because he looks like that one red-haired kid. So, because he looks like the red-haired kid, that automatically means that some people, regardless of any other factors, will vote for him. So the community sees Thaber as a male more than a female. I believe that Takeru I put onto both of those, but we can check that afterwards. Also, Calamatrix, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hope you enjoy your stay. But yes, Muramasa has pulled out on top with 262 votes, Charlemagne with 242, Bedivere with 200, Astolfo Saber with 191, and then Yamato Takeru with 107 votes for your 5th place. I also want shirtless Charlie. Doesn't he have a shirtless sprite? Princess Betty. Oh my god. I just vote Muramasa because I like his clothes. Yeah, I mean, look.
Remove that approval.
I have to keep it there. It's not my vote. It's the community's. This is what the community decided. If you are unhappy with the results, you should have spread this further so more people could have voted in your favor. It is what it is. I just present the information. I'm just the census taker. But yes, Muramasa is number 1 this year. I think he won last year too. I'm going to actually, really quick, pull up the list from last year as well. That way we can have a side-by-side to just, like, check to see what has changed. I'm dead certain that Vargas won last year. Let me pull this up. The Fate Grand Census. Okay, here's what's funny, chat. Muramasa did win last year. However, last year Muramasa had 488 votes. And Bedivere had 267. And Charlemagne had 249. So, his influence seems to be waning just a little bit. Because it seems like a lot of his support has now gone to others as well. What happened? We got a lot of good characters. Alright. Lost Bell 6 was last year. That's true. Alright. Okay, I'm late, but I wanted to say I find the runner-ups more interesting than I find the winners. I mean, I think Bargast is very interesting, so, you know, that's just me. But I have a bias. Alrighty, fellas. Next up, Archer, females. Who is the number 1 female archer? As a waifu or... I also Husbando, but that wouldn't make any sense. Who's the number 1?
Ishtar Feet.
Ishtar Feet. Bargus Sweep, come on. Nobu. Nobu does tend to get a lot of support in these. Nagiko? Yeah, she's a good one too. Bob, I forget like half of the women in this game. Fair. Squirtoria or Ishtar is my best bet. No matter who I pick, I will be disappointed. Archer Bargus has the advantage of having Tobey Maguire in her final Ascension art. True. Bao Osakabe, Zenobia, Santa Nightingale, maybe Durga for recency. Ooh. I want to say Bob, but I compared to other archers, it's a bit on the tough side. I cheer for Nobu. Alright, fellas, well, the answer for your number 1 2024 Archer Waifu is a fucking tie. An actual tie of 276 votes each. Ain't that some shit? 276 votes. They did it. My chat did the thing that they always do. They find a way to sneak in at least one tie. Because why wouldn't they?
One is all about feet while the other is all about shoes. I'd say they go well.
I would agree.
Phony.
It says very much about our community. It really does. Yeah, I mean, Is there any New Year's stream for FGOJP? Soon TM. Probably. Yeah. Yeah, Bob and Ishtar. The shoes and defeat. What does UDK mean? Ultimate Dog Night. Anything else that the community and even the actual translation says is wrong, it's Ultimate Dog Night. That's it. Don't believe it's gonna come out and it's gonna say something else, like Union Defense Night or something like that. That's not true. It stands for Ultimate Dog Night. Straight up. And that is the second place was UDK Bargest with 210 votes, which is a lot as well. Nobunaga with 129 votes, Zenobia with 107, and Sei Shonagon with 105. Pulling up the rear with that. Yeah, pretty good, I'd say. I can't believe it. It's an actual tie. And in case anyone's curious, Bob won last year. Bob won last year over Ishtar, who was in second. And then, I think, who was in... Hold on. And then third was Nobu, then Bargest, who... Then Bargest, then Sei. Okay, this is the same top 5 as last year, except slot out Zenobia with Sei. Sorry, slot out Zenobia with Tomoe. I'm always surprised by Sei's popularity, though she does take the center stage whenever she appears. Oh, Sei's amazing. As just a character, Sei is very, very fun. She's just goofy, silly, good like bro kind of character. So you know. Yeah, Nintendo Switch Chan is very, very popular. I'm surprised with Zenobia. Don't be. Zenobia is amazing. Fun character. Despite her design being overtly horny, the character herself is not, which I think a lot of people like. Yeah, Nobu has very loyal fans, I would say. She got some people who support her who really like her. But yes, we must move on from this. This is the only tie. I'm letting you know right now, the only tie that we received was this one. And I gotta say, the fact that we even got a tie with 1,798 people voting is really kind of funny. Alright, but we gotta move on to the archers. Male archers. Who is the #1 male archer in FGO? I'm seeing Nobukatsu. They appreciate in value or they depreciate in value? Gilgamesh or Emiya, Gil or Orion, Takasugi Shinsaku, Hero of the Restoration. If they appreciate in value, I'm gonna hang on to the ones I have. Takasugi Segs, S Orion, Robin Hood. Ooh, Robin. Ooh. Robin Hood, Napoleon, Tametomo clears. Ooh, I do like Tametomo. Alright, our #1 male archer for FGO, as voted by you, the community, is... Emiya, with 419 votes. Good God. There is, again... why? Oh, it's because it's Emiya. It's Stay Night. He gets that Stay Night clout. You sound disappointed? I mean, he's not my favorite archer, but I like Emiya. He's cool. He's so sexy and can cook.
Last year they were only a few points off.
Yeah, last year it was a much closer fight. This year, I think people are just dropping Gil's golden ass on the floor like, I don't want to play with you anymore. Yeah, the Emiya fans really turned up for this one. Tametomo Nation, how are we feeling? We'll go over that later, see how well he did.
Is the plot armor?
It could be the plot armor. Yeah. But yes, Emiya with 419 votes, Gilgamesh with 295 votes, Super Orion with 152 votes, James Moriarty with 112 votes, and Napoleon with just 83 votes. I say just, that's still a lot of votes. That's still a significant amount of people. But yeah, Emiya pulling it up. And I believe that he won last year as well. Let me double check that. Yes, he beat Gil last year as well. This is actually almost the exact same as last year. It was Emiya, Gil, Super Orion, James Moriarty, and then Takasugi instead of Napoleon. So Napoleon fans are showing up to just show up. Being like, alright, he's gonna overtake it this time. This time for sure. Man Titty Grande.
How do I fast forward through this recorded stream?
Easy. So what you do is you sit down, you pick up like 15 bottles of Jack, and you drink them, and when you wake up, it'll be over. But don't do that. Alright, and that was going to be the Archers. Pretty good. Pretty solid stuff. Not much change from last year, but, you know, is what it is. So now we're moving on to the Lancers. Female Lancers. Who is the #1 female Lancer of 2024?
But I wake up feeling like P. Diddy. I don't want baby oil all over me.
Seeing Erish, Melusine Erish, maybe Erish or Melu. Erish Sweet, Melu, gee I wonder, it has to be. Vritra Raiko, ooh, Melusine. I mean, yeah, Erish is a given.
Be like which one of all your hookers coming in second place?
Pretty, yeah, right? Dragon Sweeps. Yeah, the chat is saying that it's just the dragon or the goddess of the underworld. Well, the answer is Eresh. By a even larger margin than the Archers before her. And we have Eresh with 442 vote difference. Melusine with 278, Skahawk with 229, and then this massive drop down to Vritra with 79 and Artoria Pendragon Lancer with 75. The fact that Artoria Pendragon Lancer is even on this list is wild. The fact that Vritra is in 4th speaks a lot to this probably having sat in my community for a long time, because my community fucking loves Vritra.
I can think of 2 big reasons why Lancer Artoria got to 5th place.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, pretty good stuff. So last year, Erish won as well. Melusine, I believe, was in 2nd as well. And I don't remember. Skahawk was in 3rd. And then in 4th was Kage Tora. And then 5th was Mysterious Alter Ego Lambda, aka Melt Lancer. And then Vritra was in 6th, and Artoria was in 7th. So they seem to have dethroned Kage Tora and Lambda, which is interesting because I know Kage Tora has a ton of fans. So it's weird to see that she did not get the support that she normally does.
Sritra Vex.
Sritra Vex, indeed. Erish is someone... Okay, not reading that. They moved to Uesugi. Watch. Maybe. We'll see. They went to her Kenshin form. Look, just because there's more than one form doesn't mean that people are going to stop voting for him. I mean, literally 2 Emiyas have won so far. Know what I mean? Yeah. Erish is just straight up clearing.
Irashi's best buddy whom I like to meet. She is my darling, and together we will fulfill our destiny.
I like how I stopped myself from reading that out loud, and so instead you made the bot do it. Mods, chop off his pinky toe. People really pick the cardboard option? Nah, Erish is perfect. Erish is perfect. And we love her for it. Alright. But we are going to need to move on. I love Erish. I do love her very much. We're moving on to the men. So, who is the #1 male Lancer in FGO for 2024? #1 Husbando. ZV Reaper, thank you for the
Apologies for being MIA.
Oh, yeah, the resub. Apologies for MIA? No, do what you gotta do. Thank you for the 6 months. Welcome back. Glad to have you back. Ku, Dawn, Rome, Ku, Percival, Percy, Karna, Enkidu, Percy, or Roma. Ku for the Fate Clout. Absolutely Ku. Ryoma, Fion, Percival, Ku. Alright. The answer is... Kuhlin. Now this one was much closer than the last one, than the last two have been. With #1, we have Kuhlin with 339 votes.
Oh my god.
In second place, we have Percival with 258 votes. Third place, we have Canis with 246 votes. Fourth place, we have Enkidu. We have Enkidu with 235 votes. And then in fifth, we have Karna with 197 votes. Best ass in the franchise? I mean, Ku got a booty. Ku just dies. I think Ku, he has the FSN clout, but then he's also in everything else. Like, I'm pretty sure that Ku is the most recurring character across multiple Fate franchises. Can somebody fact check me on that? Isn't he in everything? Doesn't Ku or some variant of Ku appear in literally everything? Ku and Gil. Yeah, he's in every Fate game, not anime, but yeah, yes. Let's that there is Samurai Remnant extra. Can't think of a game where he isn't. Gil is in everything too, yeah. So I mean, I can give him the FSN clout, but there's also the familiarity clout where a lot of people have him around. But also, Ku's cool.
With my command spell, I order you, Lancer, win the poll and shit yourself.
I like the banter between Ku and Gil. No, the other. I mean, I have nothing against Ku. He's chill. Yeah, no. I do know people who hate Ku. My buddy Cam hates Ku. He despises Kuhlin. But
Chu is genuinely just hot.
He's
can
chill.
me A/B/O style.
Why? I don't know. I don't remember why he hates Ku. I just remember that he does hate Ku. He's the only legitimate heroic spirit in FSN. I'm just gonna not think about that. Anyway, we're moving on. Fuck, what is next? Is it Riders? I'm pretty sure it's Riders next. Oh wait, how does this compare to last year? So last year, Ku won before. Second place was Enkidu. Third place was again Canis. Fourth place was Ryoma, and then Karna was in fifth place. Percival was in sixth last year. So Percival climbing from not even on the poll all the way to second is awesome. Maybe he'll actually get it next year. I cannot think of anybody who dislikes Percival. Percy's just kind of cool. But alright, chat, we're moving on. Who is the #1 writer waifu in FGO for 2024? Percy the Fat Titty Knight. Cats or Semiramis? Semiramis is not a writer. Medusa. Cats. Cats. Andromeda in my soul. Cats.
Andromeda in my soul.
Quetzalcoatl, Hero of the Restoration. Maeve, out of spite. I voted Medusa. My hopes are for Cats, but I guess Medusa. Have you heard of the funny Medibi TTS spam that goes on in this chat? I have not. Drake, Medusa, Bakin or Drake. Francis, Ushi or Drake. Shirley, Ushi. Reynez. Me good Tanuki, Ushi. Alright, chat. Our #1 writer waifu in FGO is, for 2024, Medusa. This was a close one, too, relatively speaking. $263 votes versus 233 votes for Ushi. Quetzalcoatl with 190, Maeve with 91, and Sima Yi for 90. The difference between third and fourth is staggering. So, okay. Normally, what that means, if there's like a big like difference like that, it's because you'll have a lot more diversity in people who voted for a lot of things. So, for example, for this and how many there are for this, these are the big names, right?
Best snack wins. Snack sweet.
These are the big names, and so pretty much everybody voted for these. There's a lot of female writers that people like. TTS pronounced Maeve as Medibi, instant that people just write Medibi and spam that on TTS. That's awesome. So is Medea going to beat out Castoria? Will she? Who's to say? But yes, Medusa has overtaken Ushi, who was the #1 last year. And Medusa was second last year. And last year it was Ushi, Medusa, Cats, Suzuka, and then Maeve. This year, Suzuka has fallen by the wayside in favor of Reynez, of all people. That one is surprising to me. What happened with Reynez this year that made people vote for Reynez? Blue Archive! Can you imagine? Reruns? Was there a rerun with her in it? I don't remember. R.I.P. Gyadu Sage. Hey, don't worry. Next year when she drops on NA, that number is gonna fucking spike. What happened? People watched Elmo Aloy Case Files? I don't believe that. Fate fans don't consume Fate product. What? You and I both know Fate fans don't watch Fate stuff. They watched Unlimited Blade Works in Heavensfeel, didn't read the visual novel, claim they read the visual novel, and then they yell about how much better the visual novel is than anything else. This is the average Fate fan's experience with Fate. Maybe people have become well acquainted with her while Immortal comping True Recollections? Possibly. Alright, fellas. Yeah, Medusa taking over. A lot of Fate Stay Night this time around. But that's alright. So, the more interesting option would be writer males. Who is the #1 male writer in FGO this year of 2024? Carrot, Achilles, or Iskander?
Mandrake Cardio.
Mandrake Cardio. Mandracardo Sweep, Astolfo. Astolfo or Friendo? The Stolf. Iskander and his giant set of Bara jugs. Iskander, Ozzy, BB for sure. Iskander maybe. Iskander, Ozzy, or Taigong Wong. Astolfo or Mandracardo? Well, fellas, the answer is, for #1 male writer in FGO, we have Astolfo. Taking back the crown that people thought he would... Taking back the crown that he lost last year to Mandricardo. Astolfo is your number one.
Fanboy for the win.
Yep. With 289. Mandricardo has 238. Ozymandias has 175. Iskander has 157, and Tai Gong Wong with 140. Fembasi! Yes, Astolfo coming back for the crown. So for those of you who don't remember, last year, Mandricardo beat Astolfo by like 3 votes. Was it 3 votes? Yes, it was by 3 votes last year.
My Fembasi wife. If there's a hole, it's a man's job to thrust into it.
Last year was Mandricardo, Astolfo, Ozymandias, Ryoma, and
In
Iskander.
Fate Zero manga, we actually see Iskander's cock, and he is hung.
I mean, I would assume so.
What that mouth do?
I feel like it would scrape with his weird, like, skin tooth. Do you think it's stretchy? Do you think if you pulled on his skin tooth, it would stretch? It was most likely Trom that got more people to like him. I mean, yeah, he does have the Trom clout, which definitely helps. Trom did him some good, for sure. It was them treating Astolfo like an actual heroic spirit, and him being useful and not just silly, goofy gag character. They actually balanced out the stupid with the practical, and so it made a lot more people appreciate him. Crazy how that happens when you don't just give him and another potentially female, potentially male to a fucking writer who then is just like, what if we just made them only gag characters and it ruins their reputation for the next 6 years? I'm not mad about Agartha still. And what that did to all of these characters' reputation. Astolfo can't be the goofy gag character when all of his gang are goofy gag characters. True. They need to, like, balance it, and they actually had a solid balance with it. But yeah. Astolfo pulling it out. Putting in work. R.I.P. Mandricardo, bros. There was a lot of pro-Mandricardo propaganda floating around in my Discord, so you know. Next year for sure. I guess we'll just have to see. But for now, we are moving on to number 1 female caster in FGO for the year 2024.
Count of personality stars playing. By God, that's Castoria's music.
Medea or Altria caster, Nero. Castoria, Medea forever. Castoria, Izmo, Ash, Shisho. Here's the winner and why it is Medea. Imagine if Ash, Medea, Babinchi, Castoria, Rats! Castoria or Ash, Cubes. Who the fuck? Cubes? What? Crane is top 5. It better be Castoria. The Medea one is a joke. Nito, Ash. Mamiya.
Mamisaki Shikibu.
Alright, and the answer is Artoria Caster. Medea isn't even on the list, chat. With 366 votes, Tamamo, who wasn't not even mentioned once by my chat, is crying right now. Not because she got second, but because no one mentioned Tamamo. Poor Tammy is over here just like, Mekong. The world's saddest Mekong. Did you guys know that in Japanese, Mekong can mean unmarried? Don't worry, so did lasagna, right? Me Sag. Leave me alone.
It's makeover.
It's makeover.
Make on set.
Did Adelante won the female archer? Nope. Yeah. So Artoria has 366 votes. Tamamo has 210 votes. Ash has 171 votes. Skahawk Sky has 134 votes. And Nido Chris has 126 votes. Now, my prediction for next year is that this Artoria caster is overthrown by Ash the Savior. That's my prediction for next year on how this is going to go. That just shows that she doesn't need Cloud to be at second place, at least. Brother, Tamamo is so good. I love Tammy so much. What an amazing character. And second place is pretty good. I don't think she got second last year. Let me take a look. Last year, it was... Oh, no, she did. Last year, it was Artoria Caster, Tamamo, Ash, Nido Chris, and Ska. It's the same people. And Skahawk Scotty. Except Skahawk overtook... Except Skahawk overtook Nido Chris.
Because of that hat, and because glasses is best girl.
I would agree, yes. First Ascension Ash is superior Ash. Castoria will always be number one, that goes without saying. That is only in gameplay. When it comes to waifu material, people are going to be very conflicted because of what Ash the Savior is. I thought Tamamo was going to be second choice for a lot of people. I mean, she is a good. But who is the number one male caster, chat? Who is the number one male Husbando caster in FGO for 2024? Merlin, Dick Wizard, Waver, Merlin, Babbage, Sweep, Cock Wizard, Caskill. Cock.
I personally think Isaac should have an Isaac Sunroad Ascension and should
Merlin
just
or
get
Waver,
some
Waver,
American
Gil or the
costume.
Penis Wizard, Ass Clap, my free-to-play boy, Merlin. Cock. Avasprawn, hero of the golems. Alright, well, the answer is... Merlin, with a huge lead. 499 votes for Merlin. With Gilgamesh Caster being 336 votes, Waver being 234 votes, Ku Caster with 150 votes, and Asclepius with 144 votes. My boy Asclepius made it. Dude, Asclepius is really popular. People like him.
I'm just marrying him cause he's good in bed.
He is an incubus.
Cock.
Cock. And Lozangel, delete Geronimo from the game, please. Yeah. No surprise, really. I'm pretty sure this is about the same discrepancy that we had last year with the male casters. Merlin pretty handily defeats Gilgamesh every year. Of the 2 years we've done this now. Yeah, last year it was Merlin, Gil, Waver, Ku Caster, and Asclepius. It was the exact same lineup. It was the exact same. Which is interesting, because of the ones on this list, the only one that I don't understand is Caster Ku. Now, I don't dislike Caster Ku.
He can deep throat me.
Good for you. I don't dislike Caster Ku. I just don't know why he's on here over other options. Lost Belt 6 bias? I mean, even in Lost Belt 6, though, is he Husbando material? That's my thing, is like, I like him. I like Caster Ku, he's interesting. But I feel like there's other, like, caster male options that are better. You know what I mean? Maybe that Scott interlude? Maybe.
Yes, he can breed me raw in his cloak.
That is an insane thing to type out in the public, but thank you, Tammy. Like, who the... Let me just go look through this list really quick. Got Avispron, Babbage. Actually, there isn't that many options now that I'm looking through it. I forgot that this game really fucking hates male casters. I completely forgot that the game hates to make male casters. I'd have given it to Avispron. Not enough people with mask fetishes? I guess not. Oh well. For now, though, fellas, we are moving on to Assassins. Who is the #1 female assassin in FGO for 2024? Seen Koyan,
Huyangzhou,
Kama, Rootin' Tootin' Shootin' Doji, Kama or Semiramis, Huyangzhou, Fox. I can't. I did this to myself.
Semiramis.
Semiramis.
I get hard whenever Koan's kind of light says slave, going Chernobyl phantasm.
Oh my god. Huyangzhou and Semiramis. Alright. The answer for #1 waifu for assassins in FGO in 2024 is... Oh, whoop. Kama. With 317 votes, we have Kama. In second place, with 229 votes, we have Koyanskaya of Light. In third place, we have Shuten Doji with 140 votes.
Huyangzhou cries in the corner.
She shouldn't, because she's still on the list, which is more than she was last year, I'm pretty sure. For fourth place, Huyangzhou with 89 points. Or 89 votes, rather. And then in fifth, maybe the most surprising, we have Ryogi Shiki with 85 votes. Pretty impressive.
Should have used the real art for the nugget. Also, routine shooting Doge at third.
Doge. Darn tootin', alright. How's a character that hasn't appeared in any material in years still get on the top 5? Which one? Ryogi? Ryogi Shiki? That's because Kara no Kyokai is probably one of the best things that Type Moon has ever put out. I hate Sakura faces. Normally, you know what? I actually was going to say something, but I'd be lying. I like Sakura faces, I dislike Sakura. Weird how that works. Because I like all the BBs, like the alter egos. I smell Sakura bots. How else could my Shuten Doji bits I just bought get beaten? Well, let's see how. Let's compare it to last year then, shall we? So last year, Kama won as well. In second place was Koyan of Light. In third place was Shuten Doji. In fourth place was Ryogi Shiki. And then in fifth place was Osakabe Hime.
We are gonna get BB New Year this New Year.
And last year, Huyangzhou was like 10th. So seeing her have climbed this far up is really nice.
Huyangzhou.
Yeah, Huyangzhou. People like the silly cringe horse girl. My brain doesn't even register Sakura faces as much. There's a lot of variations between them. Yeah, I agree with that to a degree too. Like all the alter egos as well. Like aside from like the purple hair, they are kind of just their own thing. Attention-starved girl failure, my beloved. What NA release does to a motherfucker. I mean, yeah. It's why I'm excited. It's why I like doing this, because it's kind of neat to see how things possibly change as time goes on. But yeah. Pretty good. Pretty good stuff. So, top 3 are the same, but some movement at the bottom level there. Alright, fellas. Moving on, we have male assassins. Who is the #1 assassin male for FGO in 2024? Cursed Arm, Gramps, Izo, or Kojiro, Shining Star, Regent and Carry, Gramps Easy, Gramps, Tez, Gramps, Bone Daddy, Hansen. Who the fuck is Hansen? Savior of France, Kojiro and Izo, Regent. Gotta be the king, baby. Hasani Sava, Hero of Allah. Present thy head. Grandpa, the old guy. That does not narrow it down. Character pull, yes. Gramps, Li Shuen, Tez or Izo. Give me Jekyll or I rebel. Well, the answer to who the #1 2024 male assassin is First Hassan by a whopping 528 votes. That's a lot of fucking votes. Followed by Tezcatlipoca with 294, Okada Izo with 264, Kojiro with 201, and Emiya Assassin with 86. So, I'm kind of coming to the realization that I think one of the places where this was shared might have been like a Reddit or something like that, or like a Discord server full of Fate Stay Night truthers, where they just all voted for just the Stay Night and Stay Night relevant characters, which is why like Emiya Assassin is this far up, and why characters like Medusa push so far. Because I don't think very many people would agree that Carrie is a husband. Like this rendition of Carrie in particular should be this high, but what do I know? I don't know anything. But Stay Night can't beat Castoria? They're still mad about it. But yeah. Pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, pretty solid. Let's see how this compared to last year. I'm very curious to see how this number changes next year, now that people are getting to actually experience Tez, because Tez is in second place right now, with most people not knowing what his deal is, right? I would argue that most people on NA really they kind of know what he's about, but not really. Once this guy is fully localized and they know what his deal is, and then they see how he appears in other stuff as it goes on, I'm very curious to see where this number is next year. But let's see. Last year, the number is... It was... first Hassan, followed by Izo, then Tez, then Kojiro, then Li Shuen in 5th. Thank you, Tammy. So he definitely climbed already, but how much more can he climb? And yeah, Emiya Assassin is definitely the odd man out, because he was in like 7th or 8th. I tend to like Cuckoo more. I mean, I like Cuckoo. I like them both. I think they're both cool. Yeah, Tammy always knows what to say. Alright, fellas. We are now moving on to the Berserkers. Who is the #1 female Berserker of 2024, chat? I'm seeing Morgan, Violet Sabergarden, Ibuki,
Sabergarden,
Morgan, Summer Ibuki, Crimhild, Morgan, Mama Booba Raiko. If Morgan ain't #1, I'm going to Morgan. MHXA, CEO, Ibuki. I hope Ibuki, but they picked Morgan. I'm gonna Morg. Raiko, Morgan. The answer is fucking Morgan. What the fuck? Yes. So in first place we have Morgan with 481 votes. In second place we have Kriemhild with 124 votes. In third, we have Artoria Caster Berserker with 122 votes, and then Ibuki Doji with 121 votes, followed by Musashi Berserker with 108 votes. Like how no one considered Bakatoria here. I mean, yeah, I think a lot of people kind of forget about her because she's not available on NA, and she's not really talked about as much. It'll be interesting to see how this shakes up next year, but I think that the Morgan simpage is, low-key as well next year. Yeah, I think the Morgan simpage is not going away anytime soon. Wife W. I mean, people like her.
The mortgage is rising.
It is. Ibuki cannot go in the trash. I love her too much. I will say it is very funny that the top two are both white-haired queens, and then the bottom three are all summer variants.
In a stick packing competition.
Yes. Morgan simpage too big? A little bit. It's a pretty solid amount of people who simp for her, so you know. Alright, fellas. Pretty good stuff so far, but now we're going to move on to the male berserkers. Oh wait, I need to compare this to last year, actually. Hold on. Let me do that. Let me remember I'm doing a show. Last year was Morgan again.
Why am I not here? I rigged the poll.
You fucked it up, Tammy. Last year, Morgan was also ahead by a massive margin. But in second place last year was Musashi Berserker, followed by Artoria Caster again, and then Nightingale, and then Raiko. So a pretty solid shakeups. So Ibuki climbed up here from last year. Kriemhild also climbed up here from last year, knocking Raiko and Nightingale off of the Census top 5. Alright. I mean, Musashi went from second to fucking 5th, which is pretty significant. And then Kriemhild climbed from, like, the bottom to the top, pretty much. So, you know. I think Ibuki got to 4th because of gameplay. No, people like Ibuki. Ibuki's fun.
Right, I can't type.
You can't type with your big monster hands, Tammy. I've tried to tell you this, but you don't listen to me. It's that madness enhancement you got going on. Significant because Ibuki is a better art sleeper than Musashi's 2 kilograms each. True, but Musashi's better at killing sabers. Different strokes for different folks, or whatever. Alright. Ben Nitrami. Moving on to the males. Who is the #1 male berserker in FGO in the year 2024? Zhangzhu, Ku Alter, Arjuna Kintoki Herc, Blood Axe for the win. Herc, Arjuna, Hijikata, Kintoku, Ku with the hoodie, Ku, Golden, my son Kintoki, let's go Eric. Herc or Kintoki? Why Herc? Okay, I need somebody to explain this to me. When I think of Husbando, I don't think of Herc. This is one I am very, very confused with because we'll get to it, but why Herc in particular? Herc is not a Husbando. He's not a Husbando. He's absolutely not a Husbando type. I'm saying not Herc. I'm saying that there's... Okay, we're going to get into it. Herc is in 3rd. Arjun Alter is the winner, by the way, with 373 votes. Kintoki with 240. Herc with 220. Fucking man with 149. And Mori with 120. Yeah, Sono G all the way up in 4th. My man, who doesn't even realize what's happening, has climbed the polls to be here. Alco botted the poll.
Golden was the rabbit.
We'll talk about it. I don't, again, Herc is one I don't understand for Husbando purposes. I don't understand Herc for Husbando reasons. Don't get me wrong. I like Herc. Herc is cool. Herc's a really interesting character. He is not a Husbando. I don't understand. And big fat man titties, I mean, he has a wall of muscle. Remake list. Stay Night? I mean, but the thing with, like, some of the Stay Night characters is, like, you have to be, like, really, really, like, just desperate to see Stay Night win if you're voting for Herc for, like, a Husbando. That's all I'm saying, is that if you're voting Herc for Husbando, you need to go play something else. Yeah, but this ain't Archer Herc, this is Berserker Herc. Berserker. But regardless, Kintoki with the second place, Heracles with the third place, and I'm actually kind of in disbelief that Sojiro is this high.
For this bowl, Sakato Kentucky turned to Sakato Kentucky. Too bad, so sad.
You hate to see it. I think it's because some people love huge muscles and the idea of OG being destroyed by a huge dude. Maybe, but like, I don't know. I don't get it. How does this compare to last year? Let's find out. So last year, Arjun Alter also won. Kintoki was also in second. Herc was also in third. Mori was in fourth. And then Ku Alter was in fifth. So Man climbed the ladder, knocked Ku Alter off of the ladder, and pushed Mori down through sheer virtue of being the most generic-looking NPC in a video game. Why is there no Hijikata? We will cover Hijikata later. I mean, people are into Marvel from Venom, but that's a symbiote. I get the symbiote shit. He's relatable? I mean, I guess so. I mean, I'm not dissing it. I like Sojiro. He's cool. He's funny. I think Ku's going to be looking for payback. Maybe. We'll have to wait a full year. But for now, pretty good. We are now moving on, chat, to the hardest part of the poll. For most people. And that is the extra classes. So, we're going to start with extra class 1, which consists of rulers, shielders, avengers, and moon cancers. Who is the number one waifu of that list?
Hercules, more like hunger cookies.
I saw Jolter Sweep, Scotty, BB Summer, BB Dubai, Skadoodle, Jolter, Malnobu, BB, Jolter, OC2 Sweep, Extra 2 was the most difficult, Skadoodle, Jolter, Bunny Toria, Mayo Nobu, Malnobu, Cuckoo's not on this list, Mashu, Tyra, Prode is also not on this list. I'm not saying that word out loud. If it's not my daughter, Mash, I will be sad. Arcrid. Well, the answer, fellas, is Jolter. With 230 votes. Followed by Mash in second. Malnobu in third. Sorry, Mash in second with 196. Malnobu in third with 145. Archetype Earth with 80. And Space Ishtar with 79. Who makes this list? You, the community, have no one to blame but yourselves because you all participated in it and got to vote. Blame your peers, not me. And if anybody's curious for a little bit of the behind the scenes, Mash and Jolter were in a pretty solid back and forth the entire time.
Why can't we skibidi mash in the toilet?
Those two would go back and forth between who was in number one over and over again. And, you know, we're here now. Jolter seemed to pull through the OC2 rep, probably doing her some good. Last year, the winner was, surprisingly, Malnobu. I really couldn't have anticipated that. So, you know. I think Archetype Earth, or fucking Arcrid being this high up is also interesting. Don't think I expected that. But she also has the clout of, was it Shard or Piece of the Glass Moon? Piece of the Blue Glass Moon releasing, so that probably gave her a little bit of a bump, too. Yeah, not bad. How does this compare to last year? So last year was Malnobu, followed by Mash, followed by Jalter, and then Arc again, and then Space Ishtar. So pretty much the same list, just shuffled a little bit. Is Tyra in 6 at least? We'll look into that after this. Yeah, same folks, different ranks, pretty much. Forgot CL was in the pool. Yep, this was up to date through Van Gogh Lancer, I believe. I believe Van Gogh Lancer was the last one to be added because the polls had more or less closed by the time that Lohi was in. Alright, not bad. But now let's talk about Extra Class 1 males. Who is the number 1 Extra Class male?
You mean minor?
Count, which one? The Quahahaha guy, which one? Salieri, Angra and Dante's, count, which one? Dante's, which one? Dante's, which one? Hakuno, Dante's, which one? Dante's, which one? Nobu again, Dante. Count number 2, Hakuno or Dante? Edmund Dante, or Count of Monte Cristo, the green one. Both Dante's, the king of the cavern, basically. Why did they add 2 characters that are the same guy with the same fucking name? Why did they do that? It's the dumbest fucking thing they could have done. Why did they do that? It's so stupid. And the answer is Edmund Dantes with 449 votes. In second place, we have Sherlock Holmes with 281. In third, we have the Count of Monte Cristo, aka Dante's Avenger 2.0 with 253 votes, followed by Kishinami Hakuno with 181, and then Antonio Salieri with 155.
Second place, no shit, Sherlock.
No shit, Sherlock. Yeah, again, behind the scenes, Dante's and Monte Cristo were fighting each other in a tie for a while, and it was just an ongoing joke with, like, in the early days of it, because it's just, you know, before this was, like, made to, like, the general public and most of just my Discord and stream, it was just watching those two fight each other, and I'm like, I've never related more to a voting poll than ever before. Dante's basically has 700 votes, more or less, yeah. And yeah, Hakuno, going up through the ranks, all the way to 4th place, not bad. How did this compare to last year?
Trust no one, even yourself. I forgot there was a male moon cancer.
There is a male moon cancer, yes. Last year, the winner was Dante's, followed by Holmes in 2nd, Salieri in 3rd, Moriarty Ruler in 4th, and Shi Huangdi in 5th. And Angra Mainyu in 6th. Wild. Alright. So now we move on, chat, to our second to last option. And that is the Extra Class 2 females, which consists of Alter Egos, Pretenders, what's the other one? Beasts. And what the fuck is the other one? My brain is not working. Alter Ego, Pretender, and Foreigners, yes. And Beasts. Motherfucker forgot Foreigners. My brain bad. I'm saying Cuckoo or Space Airish. Tiamat, Van Gogh, or Space Airish.
I hope the adorable
Zhufu.
girl failure Zhufu makes it to the top 5.
Chakokita, Phantasmu. Phantasmu's not on this list, actually,
Sweet.
because she was too no. Because she just released this. The polls ended on the 25th, and she dropped on the 25th, so you know. Being an Aussie, I have to say Wangina. Sparish for waifu, Goei for daughter. Bring me to Squirrel. Van Gogh, Melt Copium. You say Copium as if Melt isn't, like, one of the most popular characters with some of the most deranged fans. Alright, fellas. The answer is, for your extra class, number 2, 2024 Best Waifu, we have Eresh Kegel, Summer. Beating Meltralis. So, Summer Erish has 225 votes. Melt with 181 votes. Van Gogh with 152 votes. Van Gogh with
Cuckoo was fucking robbed.
Van Gogh with 152 votes. Bazit with 104 votes. And Larva Tiamat with 97 votes. Cuckoo was robbed? I mean, look. Y'all are the ones who voted, not me. Cuckoo who next? Damn. I don't even know who Cuckoo is yet. Let's see. Next year, this will be a very different rundown, I think. You said Van Gogh instead of Melt. Yeah, Melt was in second with 181. Van Gogh is in third with 152. Baz with 104. Larva Tiamat with 97. Sorry, my brain very bad. Yeah.
I love her Chan so much. T_T.
Yeah, Erish is, if you could believe it, very popular. And her summer form in particular is also very, very, very popular. I didn't notice the Erish's card has the silly look on her face. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Last year, if I'm remembering correctly, yeah, Melt... Last year, Melt had almost 400 votes. Followed by Van Gogh, then Draco.
Lear has trash taste.
First place last year was Melt, followed by Van Gogh, then Draco, then Okitsusoji, Alter, and then Cuckoo. So, Tiamat and Bazit. Tiamat and Bazit both fought their way to the fucking top for this one. What are you gonna do? It's good taste all around, what can I say? Yeah, Draco got kicked in the ass and got kicked back. We'll have to check back next year when Draco is on NA and see how this has changed. And see, I think next year's changes are going to be very interesting because we're getting a lot of characters that are going to shake things up. Characters that are very, very popular on JP but are less known on the NA side. And so I'm very, very curious to see how that gets... like, how that changes things. For now, though, let us move on to our final one before we do the full breakdown.
One beast put another beast off the leaderboard, sensei.
A beast for a beast, what can I say? The extra class 2 males. Now, I think there's like 6 options. I think there's 6 or 7 options only. So there's almost no variety in it.
Can't wait for Oberon to sweep again, lol. Rip Dolman.
Yeah, Rip Dolman.
Yay!
Well, let's take a look. Null Voidity, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hope that you enjoy your stay. So our number 1 extra class male unit for extra 2 is Oberon with 800 and 94 votes. Which is a lot. Second place had Voyager with 269. Third place had Doman with 242. Fourth was Grigory Rasputin with 238. And then fifth, with just 82 votes, was Alessandro de Cagliostro.
Holy fucking shit.
Now, I should like to make it known that the vast majority of people who voted for Voyager, to my understanding, do not see him as a husbando at all.
Bagabasi goes crazy.
But they just like him more than the other options, and they want Voyager to win. They just want Voyager to win. I know that for a goddamn fact. If you're husbandoing Voyager, you have multiple problems.
269 adoption papers.
That is correct. But yeah, that's everybody. And how this, I think it's pretty much the same layout as last year as well.
894 X
Except-
for Oberon too late.
Except instead of Cagliostro, it was Taisui, but that's all because there's only there's 5 options last year. Yeah, it's the exact same layout except Taisui is no longer on here. So yeah. That's literally Germany versus Brazil 7-1. Damn. We adopted so many Voyagers we forgot the second son. Poor boy. Alright, chat. Enjoy this GIF really quick as I go get a second beer. We're causing him to drink. Don't flatter yourself. Alright. Let's take a much closer look at the results so that we can see where everybody's favorites truly lie, shall we? Because we're going to answer the other questions that are there as well. So, give me just 1 second to set this up. Yep, we need this. Yep. Do this. Do.
This ain't gonna be pretty, is it, Sensei?
Oh, this is gonna be beautiful. What do you mean?
We are the reason.
Alright. Let's just, yeah, so we can actually look at the proper charts now on how these all turn up, shall we? Yeah, this is your Bargist, your big winner. Saber Males has Muramasa here, Charlie here. Actually, you know what, chat? Hold on, let me, first of all, this needs to capture my cursor. There we go. Let's just go to questions. Let's look at the raw data, shall we? So first was Bargist, Musashi second, Mordred third, Artoria fourth, and Okita, and then Nero over here, still pretty high. Ibuki still pretty high. Salter, not bad. Shiki Saber, not bad. Medusa Saber, tied with Shiki Saber. Nero Bride with 47. Hoku Saber, Okita Saber, Summer. or Okitasoji Alter Summer. Saber Tomoe, Takeru, here you go. Takeru, who was on both lists as both male and female, because we don't know what Takeru's gender is. I kind of hope that they never tell us. Altera with 27, Benny Enna with 27, Lakshmi Bai with 23, Suzuka with 22, Gareth with 22, Queen Maeve with 20, Dioscuri with 20, Trung Sisters with 20, Fran with 10, Racist Liz with 8, Lily with 5, and the lowest...
Klidge, I'll have you know thanks to you I'm drinking another crackling Coke. Also, it'll be New Year announced in about 36 minutes.
Happy New Year! Yeah.
What's in your pants? Takeru pulls out a piece of cake.
Yeah, Lily and Dayon tied for last with just 5 votes. Alright. And Dayon, I believe, is on both lists as well. Because Dayon is also, you know... What do you kids say? Gender fluids? We've seen these. Saber was here. Arthur Prototype was in 6th. Followed by Sigurd in 7th. Iori in 8th. Hajime in 9th. Then Siegfried, then Jason, Lanling Wong, Gawain, Cavalier Daon, Lancelot, Karna, Rama, Munenori, Yamanami Keisuke, Dirtmud. Caesar has 8 votes, tied with the Dioscuri. That's wild to me, but alright. Roland, Fergus, Gilderay Saber, tied with Suna and Theseus, which is also crazy. And then last place is Setanta, which honestly that makes sense because he is baby. Archer females. So here's our tie, 276 to 276. UDK Bargist. Nobunaga Zenobia, then Sei. Tomoe, Durga, Adelante. So, okay. There's a guy on Twitter. His propaganda for this census was that if Adelanta or Adelanta Alter could get 100 votes, he will draw me in Astolfo's pink sailor outfit. Now, Adelanta only has 71 votes. Do you think that if Adelante Alter has 29 or more votes, that should count? Because then together they both would break 100 votes, right? No? Well, we'll have to see. Dang. Alright, then we got Jarcher. Yes, but I am biased. What do you mean by that? Anastasia NV. Fujino. Jane, Osakabe Hime, Squirtoria, Saika. This is one that's gonna go crazy eventually. Trust me. This one's gonna. This is gonna be one that shoots up. Trust me. Then Nightingale Santa, Sugitani Zenjubo, Attila the Santa, Uriel, Orion Artemis, Ilya, Anne Bonnie and Mary Reed, and Helena as our lowest. Anne Bonnie and Helena. Anne and Mary and Helena tied for last. Yeah, real shit. Invest early in the Saika stonks because they are going to shoot up because people are going to love her. She's great. I love Saika. She's such a fucking goof. All right, next up, Archer males. Well, Anne and Mary Archer. Ryder is where I bet they shine more. Then there's our Emiya, Gil, Orion, Moriarty, and Napoleon. Arash almost catching up to Napoleon by just 2 votes. There's our Tametomo in 7th. Followed by Takasugi, Ptolemaeus. Ptolemaeus was in 3rd for a very long time, then he got overtaken. Robin Hood, Arjuna, Svathaman, Nobukatsu. People really thought Nobukatsu was going to go pretty high. Tutankhamun. Interesting. I guess he does have, like, the adult form, so it's not as weird, I hope. Tell, Billy the Kid, Tristan, Chiron, Paris, Tesla, Emiya Alter, Tota, David, Kid Gil is your lowest. My man Tell, best husbando and father in this whole poll. Oh yeah. Also 42 votes. Maybe there's an in-between here. 42 Blue Archive players voted for Chloe and then also voted for fucking Tut. Lancers. So Arash had a pretty solid stomp. Followed by Skahawk, Vritra, Artoria. There's Kagetora. Just barely not making it to top 5 by literally 2 votes. Wonder how high Tauga is. We'll see. Lambda, then Van Gogh Minor. Van Gogh Minor is pretty high for being a brand new servant. And then Garth, Tamamo. There's Taiga, tied with Tamamo. Then Lancer Alter, Britomart, Raiko, Consort Yu, Brynhild, Liz, Mary Anning, Dobrynya, Chinliang Yu, Valkyrie, Eris, Parvati, Bradamante, Ibaraki, Medusa Lily, Neza, Kiyohime, and Joan d'Arc Alter Santa Lily is your biggest loser for the waifu poll, which is absolutely understandable. Here's the funny thing. Kiyohime is one of the most popular servants ever, and yet she is... Oh, I guess this is the Lancer form, but still, and yet she is this low. Next year, Liz should win every category to give Klidge more reasons to drink. Why does 5 keep popping up with the lolies? Good question. Alright. Next up. Ku, Percy, Canis, Enkidu, Karna. And then Sakamoto Ryoma in 6th. Don Quixote in 7th. Then Romulus, Romulus Kiernis. Hector, Bhima, Leonidas, Vlad III, Diarmid, Theon with 13, Protoku with 8, Romulus with 8, Benkei with 4, Li Shuen with 3, and then the world's strongest Hozoin fan. One guy. One guy here is holding up the entirety of the Hozoin fandom with his one mighty arm. What a fucking legend. Yeah, rep your shit, dude. I respect that shit. There's one guy out there who's just like, yep. Hozoin's my fucking man. The guy got the "if he has no fans, then I don't exist" phrase to the extreme. He is. He or she. They. Brother is a god among men. I can actually look at all of the things that he's voted for. Give me a sec. I'm curious. Oh, this guy might be fucking goated. Hold on. So this was Entrant number 842. Get cross-examined. They voted for the Trunk Sisters for their Saber. Saber female. Hajime for their Saber male. Zenobia for Archer female. Ptolemaeos for Archer male. Eresh for Lancer female. Hozuin for, obviously. Boudica for Rider. George for Rider. Skahawk Scotty. Waver. Corday. Cursed Arm. MHX Alter. Vlad the Third. Mash. Sally. Tlaloc. And Taisui. And they are a male. What a fucking legend. I gotta find out something else. What a legend! What an actual legend! Entrant 842 or whatever the fuck you are. Which one were you? Hold on. I need your name is etched into the fucking the halls of history, my friend. Yeah, Entrant 842, you are a fucking legend. Oh my god. What a fucking Giga Chad. And then favorite chapter? Solomon, okay. I'm just cross-examining him at this point. Gouda Gouda. Time deployed missions for Mats, okay. If you could remove one character from the game, who would it be? Toriyama. I don't know who that is. Teddy Roosevelt split off from Edison, that'd be actually cool. And number 1 FSN love interest, Medusa. No end of service.
This man has earned his place in the throne of heroes.
And then they say they could beat Corday. What a fucking dude. Alright. We were on Lancer males. So, moving on, we are now on female riders. Let's see, we have Sima Yi, yep. Alright, there's Summer Suzuka. She wasn't too far behind Reyna's. Then Bakin, Andromeda, Drake, Boudica, Artoria Pendragon Rider Alter, Mordred, Debinki Rider, Havitrot, Dobrynya, Murasaki, Ishtar Rider, Marie Antoinette, Carmilla, Martha. Hold on, was that Habitrot for 55 people for Waifu? I kind of get it. Because I really like her personality. But she's too small. She's like a solid, like, best bro, but I don't know about Waifu. She seems like a good, like, drinking buddy. I get it. Maybe not Waifu, but I get it. And she is an adult, so, you know, that counts for something as well. Yeah, she's the Waifu finder. I'd hang out with her. Martha, Europa, Cinderella's, Anne and Bonnie. Or Anne and Mary, rather. And then Salter. Okay.
Yay!
Not bad at all. King Kane 195, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Hope that you enjoy your stay. Let's look at the males. Astolfo, Mandricardo, Ozzy, Iskander, Taigong Wong. Then there's Canis, Ryoma, Nemo, still has a lot of votes. Ugh. Achilles, Odysseus, Constantine, Kintoki, Ivan, Blackbeard, George, Takeda Shingen, Huang Fei Hu, Alexander, Redhair, Columbus, Bart, Nemo Santa, and then... Wait. Okay, it wouldn't have affected much. I misspelled Easkander at one point. I guess I changed it, but, you know. No. This is Easkander with an E, and I fucked that up. It should have been Easkander with an A, which was in 4th. So this is actually 159, but it didn't matter much for this rating anyway, so, you know, whatevers. So Nemo Santa's actually the least popular Husbando, which I guess that makes sense. In a sense, that makes sense. Just call him Alexander? No, because Alexander's a different character. Alright, caster female. We have Artoria, Tamamo, Ash, Skyhawk, Scotty, Nido, Chris. Then Alice is in 6th. That's kind of surprising. I don't know much about Alice because I've not read Mahoyo.
Yay!
Mato Kuro, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hope that you enjoy your stay. Penguin stonks? Get them penguin stonks up. I need to level my Alice on JP. I want to use her more. She seems really fun. Alice is good. Alice or Alco. I'm probably going to lean more towards Alco. But I will need to play Mahoyo to form that opinion. Alright, and then Da Vinci. This is Big Vinci. Medea, Murasaki Kirki, Nero Caster, Izumo, Scheherazade, Anastasia, Boob Monk, Crane, Yui Shosetsu, Ilya, Aeon36, thank you for the sub with the Prime. Thank you so much. Welcome, welcome. Hope that you enjoy your stay. Very, very kind of you. Iliasville, Shuten Doji, Wu Zeishen, Queen of Sheba, Charlotte Corday, Helena Blavatsky, Iris Field, Daikokuten with just 13, Martha Santa, Elizabeth Bathory Halloween, Medea Lily, Miu, Marie Antoinette, and then Nursery Rhyme at the very bottom with just 2 votes. Oh, Lord, she coming. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think Nursery should be very high. Who's those 2 MFs? I'm not going to out those 2. I could, but I won't. Consider yourself lucky. Kind of surprised Halloween Liz isn't at the bottom. Well, Nursery Rhyme is one of the least sexual characters in the entire game. She's literally a doll in a goth Lolita dress who is in no way, shape, or form ever in a sexual situation. So the idea of even remotely trying to be like, the book is my waifu, is just deranged. So her being anywhere but the bottom would be incredibly concerning about whoever that person is. Alright. Merlin for number 1. Then Caskill, Waver, Kuhcaster, Asclepius, Hans, and then a massive drop down to Sieg, Chengong, Avis Braun, Shakespeare, Paracelsus, Geronimo, Babbage, Edison, Gilles de Rais, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, Zhang Zhu, Mephistopheles, and then the one Shakespeare guy. Shakespeare's strongest soldier, except it isn't because this is William Shakespeare spelled incorrectly. Because Shakespeare is actually all the way up here. I voted Edison, and it's not for a joke, he is my husbando. I mean, more power to you. Literally. Alright. Quick, I'm going to ask the chat something. Is there a JP-related stream going on right now? Alright. Assassin. Yes. Yes. And yes. I think? Okay. After we run through these results, we might pop over and take a look at what's going on with that. The problem with streaming that is that I can get into trouble for doing it because I believe it's being TV broadcasted. So we might miss that one. But I will possibly watch it. You can find it on Billy. I'm not going through all that shit. That I will get into trouble if I start trying to stream that. Yeah. So, all right. Well, oop. Who do I think the New Year servant is? That's an interesting question. You should go check out a video by Keita Sean right now where I answer that very question. He actually did a really cool compilation of asking a bunch of FGO tubers who they think the New Year servant is going to be, and I participated in that. So if you'd like to hear my opinions on that, it is timestamped in that video. Wait, you're there? Yes, I am. Link, I don't have one on hand, but I can get one for you. But to answer the question, I think most likely it's going to be Richard the Lionheart or Kamazots. But the one who I think would be the most interesting is if they release Typhoon. That's who I think. Alright. So we have, for the assassins, Kama, Koyan, Shuten, Huyanjo, Ryogi Shiki, and then Osakabe Hime and Consort Yu. Yu is really high. I'm surprised Yu is this high. Strange Fake Anime is airing right now. That's why I think it would be Richard the Lionheart, right? Because it's good promotion for that. And also he's a really, really cool figure in history, so it would make sense. But I could be wrong. I think most people are thinking it's going to be him or Shiki. I don't want Shiki. I'd prefer Richard or Kamazots or Typhoon. So, I think Typhoon would be a fun one. It's like a fastball to like lead us into OC4 related stuff. Assuming she appears in that, because we don't know, but, possibly.
Question. What is Osakabe's main appeal in JP, do you think?
She's a nerd. Relatability would be it. I mean, she's just, funny, gamer, neat, cute, quirky. There's lots of like. I have and have had friends that are like Hime, so, it is what it is. I like Hime, she's cute. Okay, a link to the JP livestream, please chat. Yeah, if somebody in chat has that link, you're more than welcome to link that in chat for people. Alright. I would have thought it unappealing in JP. To be honest, I adore her. Oh no, people in Japan love her. She's adorable. Alright, Consort Yu, Corday, Serenity, Ushiwaka Assassin, Gray, Semiramis, MHX, Nidochris Assassin, Ortland, of the superior of the Valkyries, Chiyome, Okita J. Soji, Skahawk Assassin, Matahari, Danzo, Cleopatra, Jack, Hilder, Kashin Koji, Jinkei, Wuze Shen, Carmilla, Thrud, Song of the Hundred Faces, Kichi Hogan, Locosta, and Steno. Wait. Where's Hilder? Okay, there is Hilder. Yeah, Steno at the very bottom. Locusta being this low is a fucking crime. I'm so excited for her to get recognition this year, for this number to shoot up, and for people to realize that Locusta is a 120-able servant. Locusta on my NA account will be 120. She is so perfect. Yeah, we love mushrooms. Alright, in Assassin Males, we have King Hassan, Tezcatlipoca, Okada Izo. Okita Izo. I would love to see the Okita fan art in Izo's outfits. Or better yet, Izo in the Okita outfits. Can we get an Izo edit in Okita's various summer outfits? That would go hard as fuck. Hey, Lax Sensei, can you do that for me? Is it true that Locusta died via giraffe? No. It's supposedly true, but it's highly questionable. Then we have Kojiro, Emiya, Kotaro, Shining Star, Yan King, Li Shuen, Cursed Arm Hassan, Sansen, Henry Jekyll, and Hyde. Phantom of the Opera at the very bottom. King of the Underworld 21, thank you for the resub for 3 months.
We love the silly mushroom gremlin.
We love the silly mushroom gremlin. She is so funny. I love her to death. Yeah, Shining Star, pretty popular. We love to see it. I'm looking forward to him coming to NA as well. Alright, Berserker females. There's not much competition in this one because of Morgan literally eats all of it. So we got Morgan, Kriemhild, Artoria, Ibuki Doji Berserker, Miyamoto Musashi Berserker, Nightingale, Jolter Berserker, Minamoto no Raiko. I didn't have a chance to watch the stream, but Happy New Year and hopefully Kamazotes be a New Year's. Hey, Happy New Year! I'd be more than happy with Kamazotes being the servant. We got Raiko, Senno Rikyu, Adelante Alter with 54 responses. So what that means is that there is over 100 responses total for Adelante and Adelante Alter. So if that's enough for the Twitter artist, Cloud Stasis, I believe it is. There you go. But if not, well, boys, you tried. Can't put me in a skirt that easily. Tamamo Cat with 52. Tammy, look, Tammy, you did it. You're pretty high up there. Where's she at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11th. Why did Valorant gift 4 subs? They're doing a sub matching thing right now. So if you gift subs, there is a chance that they will match your sub. Alright. And then MHX Alter, Oda Nobunaga Berserker.
When do you think Lasagna will make Nico Arc a servant, Nya?
Anniversary. They're going to do that because it'd be the funniest thing that they could possibly do. Pent, Sei, Kiyohime, Frankenstein, Kijo Koyo, Ibaraki, Brynhild, Salami, Galatea, Paul Bunyan,
I'm still can't read.
and Cha-Cha.
Not even top 10. Sad.
We'll add Neko Arc Trust. She'll be a very relevant... She'll be an incredibly story-relevant character for Ordeal Call 4, whether you like it or not. Yeah, Cha-Cha 6. Cha-Cha is your biggest loser for the waifu poll. Again, kind of makes sense. And then the extra classes. Oh no, we got Berserker males. We have Arjuna Alter, Kintoki, Herc, Sojiro, Mori Nagayoshi, Vlad III, Kuhlin Alter, Lancelot, Asterios, Beowulf, Hijikata Toshizo, Nagakura Shinpachi, Duryodhana, Zhong Yu, Spartacus, Eric Bloodaxe, Caligula, Lubu Fengzhen, Darius, and another fucked up Kinto. Oh, wait, did that impact anything? Not at all. Okay. What was wrong with this one? Oh, capital I, Keen Toki. Alright, makes sense. I hope that's true. Neko Arc is really cute. I mean, it would be really funny. Alright. Extra class. Joan of Arc Alter, followed by MASH, Malnobu, Archetype Earth, Space Ishtar, Avenger Kama, Himiko, Melusine Ruler, Joan of Arc, Tyra, Hakuno, I guess this would be Hakunon, Skahawk Scotty, Ruler, BB Summer, Uesugi Kenshin, Nido Chris Alter, Ginago, Gorgon, Tenochtitlan Moon Cancer, Mysterious Executor Seal, BB Standard, Astraya, Artoria Pendragon Ruler, Amur, Session Kiara, BB Dubai, Marie Antoinette, Johanna, Jufu, Martha Ruler, Io, Ket Samba, Mysterious Ranmaru X, Chloe, Ushigozen, Leonardo da Vinci Ruler, and then Avenger Heiress at the very bottom with just 7 votes. Not many people here for the waifu of Heiress. I do like, I will say, for the most part, I like that the lower we get, the more children appear at the bottom, which gives me hope for this community yet. There's still some outliers with that, but for the most part, I'm glad that you guys are avoiding waifuing the children. Has anybody gotten 0 votes yet? It won't pop up if there's 0 votes. If they didn't receive a vote, they will not pop up, so I can't say with certainty if they did or didn't. Alright. Extra class, we have Dante's, Holmes Dante's, Hakudo, Salieri, Moriarty Ruler,
Yay!
Mr. Culture 2020, thank you for the follow, welcome, hope you enjoy your stay. Amakusa Shiro, Heishin Lobo, y'all with the dog, damn. Shi Huangdi, Angerminyu. Oh, Angerminyu is the lowest with 76 responses. Not much competition in this one. This isn't the Blue Archive community. Have some faith in us. No. No. Alright, and then Erish is number 1 for this, followed by Melt, Van Gogh, Manan McLear, Larva Tiamat, Lady Avalon, and then Draco, Cuckoo, Alco, Koyan of Dark, Okitsusoji, Passion Lip, Kiara, Tlalak, Jufu, Jacques Desmoulins, Yang Guifei, Katsushiku Hokusai, MHX, X, Kite Ku Ker Priestess, King Prote. How many people didn't realize that this was Summer Bob? I'd be curious. King Prodea, Abigail Williams, Mysterious Heroine XX Alter, Ephesian Kazura Drop, Shitonai, Naknara Yarandu, Abigail Williams Summer, Super Bunyan, MHX Idol, Wanjina, Mecha Ellie, 9 Tattoo Dragon Eliza, Azumi no Isora, Mecha Ellie Chan Mark II, 1 response. I am going to out this guy. Show me who you voted for. Nero Bride, alright, alright. Saber Astolfo, alright. Joan of Arc, okay. Joan of Arc Archer. Napoleon, okay. Qin Liang Yu, based pick, okay. Vlad 3 extra, interesting, okay. Reynez, alright. Red... Okay. Red hair. Debinky, okay. Chen Gong, alright. Who's... Alright. Wu Zhe Shen. Look at Gramps. Morgan. Alright. Lu Bu. I think they might just like the Third Kingdoms, or they might just like China. I think they might just like China. Because they did Chen Gong, Lu Bu, and Red Hair. And now also Wu. They might just like China. Voting patriotically. MASH. Yeah, they might just like China. Glory to the People's Republic. Plus 1 million social credit score. I'm not dissing them. If anything, it now makes sense why I'm not going to judge them for the Wu pick. They're picking patriotically. If that's how you're making your picks, who am I to deny you? My favorite China Mecha Ellie Chen Mark II. Yep, there she is. And then Rasputin. Interesting. What's your gender? Male. How'd you find... We're 2 for 2.
The priest smiles.
The priest smiles. Good God. I want you to know, this is not the number one most picked one. Alright. It better be fucking Lost Belt. Okay, it's not Sin, so... Oh, they just didn't answer. Okay, they abstained from answering. Didn't answer any of this.
Oh God.
Alright, back to judging. Yep.
Klidge
Don't think it'll end. And then literally only the children and people like Zhui Liang while he's dying over work, and that honestly is a bit of a stretch. Some of these children are fucking murdering me. That's so real, Umpi. Alright, well, sorry for outing you, but, you know. Only you know who you are. Congratulations on making it. What were we on? Fucking 14? Alright. Oberon for extra class 2. Followed by Voyager, Doman, Rasputin, and Taisui. Taisui still has a good chunk of votes. Alright. And what is this? This is oh, this is just gender. We'll look at that through the actual summary, because it's funnier. Okay, so we just look at the actual summary breakdowns. Vargas with that huge chunk. Like, some of these are, like, just kind of interesting. Like, the tie here, I was watching these two pretty intently when they were, like, dropping. Emiya and then Gil eating up pretty much a third of the chart. Erish eating up a lot of this with Melu here. Lancer male, of course, with Ku here, and then Percy here. Pretty big. You can tell where the big shots are. And then Riders. I mean, this one's, you can tell like how close it actually is with like how it's laid out. Same thing for the Rider males. It's relatively close. Caster females, Artoria Caster is a huge chunk. I mean, Caster males is just like, yep, that's like a fucking... That's half the votes right there. Hey, how's it going? Howdy, howdy. And then Assassin female. You can tell who the big ones are with Kama and Koyan. 50% of the community went for them. Well, wait till you see. And then Gramps, of course, is huge in this. And then Tez is here, and Izo is here. Morgan is more than a quarter of the vote just to herself. Still, it's a lot of people. Berserker males, you got your Argent Altar, you got your Kintoki, and you got your Herc. I have been streaming for 2 hours. And then our extra class female is Jolter with Mash. And then this has a pretty decent layout, and then you go over here, and you can kind of see how actually close like the Melt and Airish thing is. Don't worry, this stream will be on YouTube pretty much right after the stream. I'm going to upload it. I might let it upload and then go to sleep and then actually publish it afterwards. So, you know, you're not missing much. And then Oberon's is wild.
Honore Oberon.
That's pretty much a quarter, not a quarter, that's like half, almost 50% of people are like the bug. They're like, I want that bug. Yeah, there still is only 6 choices, so you know. But still, even with only 6 choices, there being the one that's the far superior choice to most people is really kind of funny. Alright, and then what is your gender? Of the people polled, 80% are male. 10% are female. Prefer not to say is 5%. And then other is 4%. He's a good bug? He is a good bug, kind of. He's a bastard, but he's a good bug. Yeah. Primarily male, but we do have some women and others in the audience. How did you find out about FGO? Just for reference, chat, pornography is only 8%. So the fact that the two, like, defenders of their favorites are both in that 8% is crazy. This is the second to lowest amount of people who submitted this. These, I accidentally had an option where you could fill it out yourself, and that was a mistake, so these are just 2 singular people. Content creators is 5%, social media is about 9%, friends is 18%, and then 59% is y'all are longtime Fate fans, which, you know, that checks out. And this is, of course, these are all optional, so these are not answered by everybody, but you know. Alright. Now, what is your favorite story chapter? A lot of people like to talk about how a very specific story chapter in FGO is overrated, isn't as good as people think it is actually really bad, this thing that people love is actually really bad, and that most people who, you know, watch it are just kind of like whatever about it.
Happy New Year's, Klidge and cheers became Jan EST here.
Hey, Happy New Year's.
6 minutes ago, let me finish rum and coke.
Hey, Happy New Year's. Congratulations on making it around the sun one more time. Yeah, in case anybody's curious, Lost Belt 6 is almost a fucking half of the most popular story chapter. Followed by Babylon as the second most popular, with Atlantis being third, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't know. Are the people who hate Avalon LaFay people who are just mad that it's better than Stay Night? Is that what it is? Is it people that are upset that there's something that people probably like more than Stay Night as a story? The least popular story? I can actually get you that really quick. Let me... Least popular is Septum, then London, then Fuyuki, then Agartha, then Orleans, then Paper Moon, then Okeanos, Tunguska, America, Heian-kyo, Archetype Inception, Sin, etc. So, you know, the 3 very early chapters and Agartha, and then another early chapter which is tied with them. I say Agartha beat Fuyuki, but it's by 1 vote. You know. How high up is Salem? Decently high. It's on the lower end of the middle, but lower middle. Alright. And then I have other stuff for these that I'll go into here in a minute. This is just the stuff that people want. Best Fate Stay Night Love Interest. Number 1, by almost a third, is Rin. Sakura and Artoria are almost tied for second, with Artoria winning by just a single vote. I didn't even realize that. It was that close. Artoria beating Sakura by 1 vote is crazy. Okay. Interesting. Rin gang here. I mean, Rin's my favorite, but that's just me. And then Medusa is in 4th place, followed by Issei. No, followed by Taiga, then Issei, then Ilya. Issei was a shitpost, like, joke option and still beat Ilya, as it should be. And then here's a question, because this has been floating around a bit. People are, like, talking about, will FGO enter end of service with part 2, right? It's a constant question going on then that people are just like, yeah. Is it going to end with part 2? Is this it? Like, are they going to do it? They keep, like, hinting that it might happen, but let's be realistic. 71.8% of people, 1,222 people said no. It ain't ending. They ain't ending this shit. Are you fucking crazy? You have any idea how much money this bitch makes? 405, or 23.8% of people, said, yeah, it'll end, but we will probably get something to replace it, and by that, it means that we're going to be getting something like, I don't know, a new UI, new shit like that. Just, you know. Maybe, like, they shut down the old program that they're doing for the game, and then they release it with like, new updates and shit. And then just 75 people, 4.4% of people, believe that we will enter end of service with the end of part 2 of FGO.
Yay!
Rov Floop, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hope you enjoy your stay. I dread FGO 2 because I dread FGO having modern monetization. That would be, well, we'll have to see how they do things. How do you build Nahui Mictlan? Because I got her on a single, but I'm still new, so I don't know what to do. If I'm remembering correctly, Talak is an AoE quick pretender. If you just level her skills, and she's mostly used for, like, farming, isn't she? If I'm trying to remember correctly. She's aight. I mean, she's a decent unit. If you're just starting out, then she'll help you out with a lot of the early game stuff. Pretenders are pretty good for early game. It'd be a pain to roll for the same character all over again. I don't think they would do that. I think if they did that, they know they'd piss off people too much, and it would turn off a lot of people to the game. What I think that they will do is that there will be a full UI update. If they go with the second option, there's going to be a full UI update where people are going to get their old servants as well. It's going to reset into a newer, like, world kind of deal. And then they'll change it up. What I hope that they don't do, I don't want stupid fucking open world shit. I don't want that. I really don't. What I think would be kind of cool is if they took a note from, like, the Arknights or the Nikke aspect, where they have a base builder kind of thing, where you can customize your Chaldea. FGO, but with Nikke mechanics, yay or nay? Nay. I like FGO's mechanics. Controversial opinion. I like the way that FGO plays. I like turn-based combat. I've been playing, like, Slay the Spire, for instance, non-stop for the last, like, 3 days. I like that kind of shit. It's what it tickles my brain in a very good way. And so, you know, I know a lot of people don't like turn-based, but, I mean, No one's forcing you to play this game. That's something I always find interesting, is that people complain about playing FGOs. Like, my brother in Christ, you are the one who's picking up your phone to play this game. Why are you complaining about doing... No one's making you. FGO2 of the game plays like Honkai Star Rail. Honestly, I don't think I'd hate that very much, because I like Star Rail's combat decently well. Hope for the skills that aren't just buffs in FGO2. We'll have to see. We'll have to see if they do it. But also, we don't know if we're even going to get an FGO2. But here's just the thing: 4.4%, 75 people. This is just, for lack of a better word, this is Reddit, right? This is the doomsayers on like r/gotcha gaming, who are just like, yes, let it end. I want to be free of this. These are the people who are like, I can't stop playing this game because I don't know why I can't, but I can't. But, you know.
I am forcing 30 people to play this game. Those 30 people have the right to complain.
No, I'm making them forfeit that right. All right, hold up. I'm gonna pull up something very scary now. Are you guys ready for this? I'm gonna pull up maybe the most frightening thing I've ever had on stream. With this? Nope. Spreadsheets. Behold, chat. Math. All of your information in the palm of my fucking hand. The Undernight soundtrack is going hard as fuck, and I didn't queue this up, but we're just gonna keep it going. So, this is gonna have a couple of the other answers to the questions that we had before, but I just, you know, I made it easier to look at. So, favorite reoccurring event.
Yay!
So, okay, Vampire, right? Thank you for following. Welcome, welcome. Hope you enjoy your stay. Now, obviously, there is some, discrepancies with this. I am learning that I need to maybe list off events instead of let people fill it in. Because if you look at it like this, you're like, oh, summer's #1, right? Summer is the #1 event, except it's not, because there's like 15 different spellings of Gouda Gouda littered all throughout this. Gouda Gouda is the #1 event. Gouda Gouda is #1, followed by Summer. Easily. Halloween is there. Grail fronts are there. Christmases are there. I mean, here's the mistake of letting people actually write shit in, is because we'll get shit like, I just saw No Clue. Like, I don't know. Yeah, right there. No Clue. I would like to remind everybody, for the guy who wrote No Clue and everybody else, and people who just, like, wrote in shit like slashes to, like, get through it, this is an optional question. You didn't have to fill this out. And on top of that, what is your favorite reoccurring event? AKA an event that happens every year. I should have maybe wrote yearly. That's on me. Hey, how's it going? And yet people wrote in very, very hyper-specific events. So, you know, a lot of this is on me. Like, NA, why are you writing NA? This is optional. This is an optional question. Why didn't you read the fucking form? But Gouda Gouda won. Gouda Gouda did win, yes. Alright, if you could add one feature to FGO, what would it be? Well, I hope that this helps. It does not. Okay, I'm just gonna break it down for you. The vast majority of these round up to this one right here, auto farm. Most people want auto farming or some form of auto gameplay that plays the game for you. This is what the majority of people want, is the auto related stuff. Yeah, auto battle, auto farm, auto farming. Let's just like do a random wheel and find one. This one. Clicking on a resource shows you its recommended farming nodes. How do we tell this guy that that's in the game? How do we tell this guy that that's a feature that's in the game?
Kaleidoscope looking as color palette.
This is a feature that exists on JP. And nope. Better fighting system. That's... Alright. And yep. Add different types of recurring challenge content that make the game more than just farming. I mean, they do that. It just happens in events. You would know if you played the events. And yep. Depends on if it would make the game unrated. What does that even mean? Okay, and yep. Auto farming. Yep. More Jolter. Valid. Larger support list for extra classes. Real. Using more than 40 AP for one battle, letting me do 10 times of the normal 40 AP for 440 AP or something to make it fair for the save time in a single... It's a very confusing way of writing that, but alright. Monthly Prison Tower reset would actually be kind of cool if they did like a monthly challenge thing, which is kind of what the other guy was saying, but like, I don't know. Like, Nikkei does, like, solo raids and shit like that. If they did something similar to that, that'd be kind of interesting. Let's see what's here. Blank coins. Nope. Autoplay for previously beaten stages would be really nice. Easier farming. Auto farm nodes. Don't play but follow the story. Okay. Some sort of customization features for the servants, and more Stay Night fan service in some capacity. Maybe, like, you want more... Okay. You want more I didn't mean to... That was completely random. Rough sex. Good lord, man.
Brother.
I
prefer gentle.
I mean, it depends on the day. You want more Fate Stay Night fan service? There's so much Stay Night fan service in this game. There's so much. How many Artorias and Sakuras are there? What more do you want?
Some like it hot.
What about this? Ability to see all traits and ailments of a character and element before battle and filter character list by... Okay, I kind of get what you're saying, but I disagree because I feel like that makes it too easy. Maybe if you've cleared it before, it would be nice to know, but, you know. A feature to take up less storage on my phone. Well, that's just the problem of gacha games, man. I don't know what to tell you, brother. That's an unfortunate one because that's one that affects all of us. Working pity and weekly content. Okay. They do, like, bi-weekly to, like, once every 3 week content. And normally the content that happens once every 3 weeks is pretty good, but that downtime, believe me, is very, very important. Working pity is a real answer. Pity time shorter, whoa, okay, that was a bad word. Bond 10 to 15 cutscenes. The gameplay is unsalvageable anyway. That's a really shitty opinion. Being able to level a skill through more than just one level at a time. True! Google bind for the account so I could play on PC and phone. Well, there's the Aniplex bind, that's a thing. Auto, yep. Live 2D head pats. True! Besides the obvious... Well, I lost it. A page showing off your best and most favorite units as a flex and self-reward. Okay.
I need to see Medusa Ultra in some form
Quick
before
clears.
I go ends or not.
The ability to change individual character voices to their native languages like Arknights. I actually really like that idea, but I don't even think I'd have to say that would cost too much money. They could do that. I think the issue with doing that, though, is that you'd have to hire different voice actors or make the voice actors who are voicing it speak in a different language, then it might come out sounding really bad. But I do like that idea. That's a cool idea. And one more, free servant coins. Maybe one more. Add more utility to the command spells. True. Alright.
Soundtrack free. Tasks no materials anymore. But unlocks with story progress or with QP would be nice, TBH.
What about one where we don't really know what their language sounded like the Sumerian? I mean, that's the other issue, isn't it? Well, I mean, they could just do what they do in Civ and just go to the most modern, potential thing they have. You know what I mean? I mean, Civ uses, just have them talk in an old form of a modern language. That kind of thing exists because, it's difficult, but it's kind of nice to just see the attempt. Alright. Really quick, I'm gonna piss. Yeah. I just need more Bargus head pats. You're so real for that. Alright. If you could remove one character from FGO, who would it be? None. It's a very helpful answer. Columbus. Columbus, I think, is actually the real winner because there's a couple of people who also wrote Christopher Columbus. Is probably the largest amount. Columbus is probably the most hated character. Who the hell said Cast? A lot of people. A lot of people do not like Castoria. Simply because she's too strong. What does that say? David let him join his son is crazy. Scheherazade, Doman, Geronimo. Any lowly character was real. Cat. Okay. Chloe, yeah. Doman again. Castoria has almost 2%. No one. Eric Bloodaxe. What the fuck did Eric do? That's so uncalled for. What did Eric do? He's barely in the game anyway. Why do you want him out? And then who's this? Mephistopheles. Beryl. Not, well... Raiko. Astolfo. Gilgamesh. Summary Ibuki. Bibi Dubai. Astolfo. Alright, let's just hit the random wheel. Who said MASH? A lot of people don't like MASH too. Random wheel. I saw Christopher Columbus and Scheherazade. MHXX Alter. Elizabeth, I hope she dies.
From the game might make him more playable.
Phantom of the Opera. Astolfo. Every single one of them. Castoria. Gameplay-wise, no one character-wise. Okay, so they like... I think that this is the opinion of a lot of people. Is a lot of people just don't like Castoria's gameplay, but they like her as a character. Aurora from Avalon the Fae. Sanson, don't hate him or anything, I just never see him talked about. Jin Shi Huang. Mephistopheles, I don't like looking at him. Ellipse, you didn't have to fill this part out. Blackbeard, okay. Da Vinci Child. Joan Ruler, I don't even dislike her. I'm fucking tired of getting spooked by her at the worst possible times. That's a valid reason to say that character. Probably would be Phantom. Toriyama. Your favorite. None. For every... What was... Wait, what is that? USO? Okay. David. Tuara Toda. I saw the word ruined. What did that... What was ruined? Probably one of those first-year servers. They're just uninteresting. Interesting idea. Angra, so that... Ishtar. Worse than... Wait, what? Worse than Beryl, if not for Rin. Okay. Canis. Taisui. Elizabeth Bathsari. Elizabeth Bathsari. Mandricardo. Theseus. Not to remove him, but change his design. They did him fucking dirty. What do you mean? Theseus' design is fantastic. Son of the Shining Star, I'm at NP9. Melusine. Nero Claudius, she's a Mary Sue. Suze Gagosian. A Get Bench Phantom. Phantom of the Opera. Bro looks so stupid it literally bothers me. Damn. Eric Bloodaxe. What did he do to you? Maeve's Fanfic. Coup Alter. Caesar. How about one more for the road? Morgan. Bradamante. Alright. Who's a character that you want? Is the next question. Kamazots is very high up. Ned Kelly is pretty high up. Nostradamus. Or otherwise implied. This is too much for me to read. We can look at some of the stats over here. Ned Kelly. Kamazots is number 1, followed by Ned Kelly. Albert Einstein is pretty high up there. Genghis Khan is pretty high up there, too. Actually, he's more than Kamazots. Alright, let's do a random wheel. Skankerbeg. Who? Saber Raiko. Toyotomi Hideyoshi. Ichabod Crane would be really interesting. Guinevere. Jose de San Martin. The Tamamo 9. Don't know. You didn't have to answer this question. It was optional. Darcel Himeyoshi. Samson from the Bible. Titania. A True Caesar. Biased as fuck, so Jolter Beast Class version. Alright. John Henry. The guy... Oh man, John Henry. I love John Henry. King Mordred. Holmes 2 or Sun Wukong. Flavius Ticello. More Go classes, more Oberons. Yasuke. Another Melt. Tonoshiki. More Africans outside of Egypt. That'd be cool. Mary Tudor. Jesus. Summer Tyra. Butch Cassidy. Saladin. I don't know, Jesus, why not? The amount of people who want Jesus is frightening. Is this Perseus here? No. This is Perseus. I don't think that we're ever going to see a Jesus for a lot of reasons. I think you all know that too. Einstein would be cool, yeah. Matt Anthony Wayne. Sir Bors the Younger. Hondo Tadakatsu. My OC. Otto von Bismarck. Pecos Bill. Captain Ahab. Mark Antony. Simone Bolivar. You spelled Bolivar wrong. Simone Volibear is from League of Legends. Alright. Moving on. To the most important question I asked in the final question of our stream chat. Who is the strongest servant you believe you could beat in a fistfight with no magic, no weapons, no armor, and your stage is the Waffle House in Clarksville, Arkansas? And the highest number of people said Shakespeare or Jason, followed by Hans. Now, I agree. I think Shakespeare I could probably take in a fight.
I do not like this Nobukatsu slander.
I think I could take Hans in a fight. I don't think I could take Jason in a fight. I think a lot of people forget that Jason, while a little cowardly bitch, is still trained by Chiron and is still a Greek hero. Why is Gilgamesh an answer with more than 0.1%? Cocky people. Yeah, Jason would probably wipe the floor with you. Yeah, Jason is an actual warrior. I don't think I could take him. These two, though, I think that Hans is a solid one. Shakespeare's a solid one. Oh, Hans is actually there again. They just spelled his name different. So, yeah, Hans is probably number one. Hans is the benchmark where people are like, I could take him. Alright, let's do some more randos. Wait, who are some of these? Angra, Shakespeare again, Ilya, more Hans, nursery rhyme. You're out of your goddamn mind. Paris, Paracelsus, none. I am weak, so none. No matter the answer, I have my back broken on their knee like Batman in The Dark Knight Rises. Sieg, Orion is a bear. Morgan, Merlin, Nobukatsu, Matahari, Columbus. I don't know the strongest, but I'm going to whoop Jason's ass if I'm offered the choice. Alright. Alright, let's do some randoms. Here's one. Literally only the children and people like... Oh, that was the... Oh, this is the guy. This is the one guy. Artoria, without magic energy, she's physically a 16-year-old girl. She's still a warrior, though. I would fuck up BB. Fair. I'm beating the shit out of Ilya with no magic. Fire emoji. Lancelot, through sheer spite, my hatred will fuel my fist. Valid. I find it funny that people think that they can beat up a book. I mean... Yeah. I don't know. Mozart probably dude's a walking skeleton. True. No one. I'll get clapped by them for sure. LMAO. Angra. Abby. Young Eastgander. That's an interesting one. I feel like that one's not as close as you think it is, just because he, while still a child, is a child soldier. So he's still pretty strong. Neomancer, all of them at the same time. This hand's a rated E for everyone, but seriously, Phantom of the Opera easy.
No magic weapon fight.
Any servant small or light enough to throw out the window. If I knew how to fight and wasn't a skeleton, Matahari. Hans, prepare to have your scrawny Shota ass thrown through a window. God damn. Columnibus. Columnibus. What did Hans do? Hans didn't do anything. It's just, who is the strongest servant you think that you could beat in a fight? And Hans is physically a child. Between Phantom and any variant of Liz. Jesus, he's not a servant. Billy the Kid, my ass is dead. Castor Gill, nursery rhymes, Shakespeare. Gilgamesh, even if it is definitely not guaranteed, I would not miss the chance to beat Goldie up. Angry Mango. I like that 4 people typed in Angry Mango. Archetype Earth, I just have to believe. Abigail, I love my daughter. Archer... Arced Gill. Arced Gill. Alice? Matahari at least. None of them? Alright. Da Vinci? I'm weak as fuck, so probably like Nursery Rhyme Ascension 1. Muramasa, Pretender Liz. Waver or just any twink, okay. Osakabe Hime. Romani. Phantom. Tez, bro ain't built, I got this. You have no idea what you're getting into. Bazit, Emiya. Saber Giles, Anderson, Sanson. Yeah, I think Hans... I think for most people, Hans is the benchmark of who they could beat. But alright. I think that's going to wrap us up, chat. Any news on who the New Year's servant is? Do we have a chance to pacify? Probably not. Not yet? Well, that's alright.
Bring a gun even if you say no weapons and completely miss.
No. No. The rules are no weapons, so no weapons are here. It's just a fist fight between the two of you. They're showing episode 0 of Strange Fake. Got it. We still gotta wait 1 hour and 20 minutes. Gotcha. Next year, ask which servants gives the best hugs. I could do that. I could actually ask you guys for like what I think about that. For this moment in time, though, I would like to give a massive thank you to everybody who participated in the census, all 1,798 of you who helped to make this happen. I'd also like to give a special shout out to Mist and a special shout out to Otto, who both helped to spread the word of this, because I went to them, I was like, hey, can you guys help me out with this? And they were both very, very gracious enough to help spread this around, as well as everybody else who also was willing to do that when I asked them for it. So, you know, I could not have had this many people show up and answer if not for all of the support that I have received. Hey, everyone, thank you for the 50 bits. So yeah, we'll be doing this again next year, because, you know, it's fun to see how these things change. But yeah, thank you all so much for an amazing year of content. I am forever grateful to all of you. We are going to be doing interesting things tomorrow, so stay tuned. Gotcha will be around this time tomorrow, but in the morning we're going to do another stream. It's going to be 2 kind of short streams together.
The stream is on the PM. It's almost done.
Cool. For now, though, I am going to go to bed because I do have to wake up early. So thank you all for helping to participate in the census. If you're watching this on YouTube, hey YouTube, come check out these streams. Alternatively, come check out everything going on in the world of the Goatman. Discord, we're talking Patreon, we're talking merch drops soon. All the good stuff. For now though, fellas, keep your chin up and peace out.